Alright, we're continuing down the main adit, and there's a raise on the left here, and the platform of a bunch of drill steel here, which is kind of interesting. And we're gonna keep running that way. Still carrying down the main drift, and I just stopped here a moment to show you this raise running up here. The platform up there. Back in the main adit, carrying on, and come to a chute here. Looks like there may be more than one. Obviously a very large chute. Runs up that way. And there's a ladder going up there. Little compartment here. And there's the manway and raise running up to where the ore chute dumps from. And see if fair amount of materials come down there. Mostly buried a tank right here. Got some more drill steel on the ground here. And then another ore chute here, which all the materials coming down from up there. You can see it's had some issues with caving. And let's see, looks like there was something over there too. Hard to tell from here. It keeps running that way and it gets wet again. And behind me here is a little room. Let's check this out. It's an office in the mine. How cool is that? Keep the doghouse clean. Wow, still have the trash from the miners here. See the old Pepsi Cola bottle down there. Pretty cool. Fire extinguisher there. Still have some glasses here, and yep, those are blasting caps. Aspirin bottle there. Then some of the paperwork and such on the desk still. Very, very cool. I'm on the other side of the desk here. You see the blasting caps right there. And I was looking for a date on this fire extinguisher, and I'm reading up. I see 1983 right there at the bottom is the year, and then looks like August 16th. So August 16th, 1983. It's like the last time it was checked out. So that's the doghouse we were just checking out. And as mentioned before, it gets wet again. So we'll see how this looks. Alright, the water is too deep for my exploring buddy's boots, so I'm going ahead with my waders. See, there's a big chute right here. Chute 6248. And you see stuff running back that way. There's a chute. A raise on the left here. Manway running up there. And then we'll continue down this way. Okay, we're continuing deeper into the mine. And it looks like there might be another one of those boreholes to the surface here, because it says danger open hole. There's a big space right there. So I expect that's probably what's behind that barricade. And barricade right there. Okay, the attic keeps running that way. There's that barrier back there. Looks like a stope collapsed right there. And we've got a collapsed stope right here. So I shall continue down the main drag. The raise right here. It just goes up to right there, looks like. Okay, tying into something else here. There's that's the one we were on, looping back that way, and then there's a new one going this way, and running back that way as far as I can see. Huh. I have no idea where this one comes in from. That's strange. Huh. That was a plugged stope, I guess, right there. Well, I don't know what this new one's all about. No idea where that would have come in from. So the new one's running off that way, and that one I was on goes back here. I think I'm going to stick with the one I was on just because I'm hoping it'll finish up soon, actually. That's looking back at that barrier we saw a minute ago, and I just came in from there. And this carries on that way. Okay, I've been following this left branch for a while, and we have just connected with that new branch that we stumbled into earlier. Let's set my feet here, and you can see it stretching back that way. So now that we've converged here, let's see where it goes. Still running back here. Been going for a while now. I stopped just because I wanted to show you these interesting formations here. But yeah, we're still going. I've been going for a ways too. I'm walking through a crust right now. Almost like I'm walking on ice. Okay, looks like we're coming to something up here. You can see I've got some equipment stored here. And the chamber up here, that just dead ends right there. Looks like the main attic keeps going there. And looks like there's just a little backfilled pocket right there. So I'll keep heading down there and turn the camera back on when we come across the next interesting thing. Okay, we've got some funky water right here. Probably hear it bubbling and oozing. As you can also see, there's a collapse. Can't tell if I can get by it or not yet. End of the line, guys. There is no way I'm getting past that. That is really, really collapsed. So, I'm going to backtrack for a long time. That reflector just creeped me out. There was a light there. And I'll go a little ways down that new rail junction that came in. I have no idea where it came from. I'll see if I can figure that out. That's the part of the mine we just finished exploring where we were blocked by that large collapse. That's the direction I came from to get into this section. And this is that mystery set of tracks that suddenly converged with where we came in from. So I'm going to follow this for a little ways and see if I can figure out where this runs to or where it came in from. You know what this is? This is that lake that ran off next to the doghouse where that borehole to the surface was. That's what this is. So we are done with this section of the mine. Just like it says right there, end. All right, after a long hike back from that side of the mine, we are back to this junction where there's this drift going off to the left, and back there you can see that pinprick of light. That is where we first came into the mine. So we'll head down here and see where this drift off to the left goes. Some sort of barricade right there, and keeps around this way, and looks like the remains of a chute right there, but everything's all blocked off now. So we'll keep going that way. Looks like another work area here. Battery. Oh, they did like Pepsi in this mine. I've got to say, they definitely like Pepsi. Bits and pieces of equipment. Keep clean. Told you I like Pepsi. Okay, this side doesn't go anywhere. But it looks like there's some good graffiti here. And then now we'll check out this side. You can see more bits and pieces of equipment here. Oh, and it looks like the remains of a ground squirrel right there. Interesting reading these old notes and stuff. Huh. And then over here, various machine parts, hose clamps, jumbo parts. Pipe fittings, nuts and bolts. Ah, looks like another dead ground squirrel. It's kind of creepy. And ignition parts. So that would appear to be it for this section here. right, those are the sections of the mine we just finished exploring. And the portal, again, way back there in the distance, way back there in the distance. And we bypassed this left branching drift on the way in. So we're gonna go check it out now, see what's down here. Looks like it runs for a ways, so there may be a fair amount back here. All right, coming to a fairly large chamber here. So here's a fair amount of stuff over there. And directly to our right is a pretty large stope here. So yeah, it stretches quite a ways up there. All right, I'm inside that stope now, and you can see the side of some of these boulders that came down. Looks like there might be the remains of an ore chute or something like that over there. And looking up, the stope runs over to the left here and up there a ways. That stope we just checked out is right there. And like I said, there's a lot of stuff up here. Keeps running that way. This rail here is taking a beating from something. It's almost like a modern art project. Looks like you got some sealed off collapsed stopes there and there for the look of things. And possibly here as well. Yeah, I'd say that's what that is. See all the debris up top. And of course a fair amount spilled down here as well. And looks like we got something here on the left. Oh, there's a pulley there. And if there's a pulley there, I bet there's something dropping down here. Yep, looks like another big borehole right here. I really don't want to fall down that, so. Man, that's incredible. This is another big one. This is probably 7 or 8 feet across. Just drops down there forever. That borehole is right there. And see a power box right there. More of these sealed off collapsed stopes here. And this drift just keeps running back that way. Again, in the interest of science, we're going to drop a rock down this borehole. Go for it. That is incredible. Wow, there is a lot of water down there, guys. We've moved farther down the drift now, and I can see the remains of a large wooden ore chute here that is very, very full of material. Surprised more of that hasn't come down. There's a look from this side. More of the minerals have come down, and drift keeps running that way. Sort of snaking its way through the mountain here. Control box right there. The attic keeps running that way, but off to my right here, there's some stuff over here. Looks like it runs back there into some more collapsed stopes. And it looks like it might be completely collapsed there. Directly overhead, you can see some stoping behind that platform. And then over here, what do we have over here? Looks like it runs back there and stops. There must be a raise to the left here. Yeah. Yeah, you've got the remains of a raise right there. And I would imagine that's what all this is. I just went down that section, and now I'm at this section where the sketchy material is piled up here. You can see that those collapsed stopes have dumped a ton of material down in the drift here. That's the section we're just checking out, and the adit continues this way, and so shall we. Continued on that main drift we were on, and I've come to another junction here. I don't know what that was at one time. And here, you see the rails stop there. This probably connects back into that section we were a little while ago. We've got stuff running back that way. Looks like that goes, maybe stops at a raise right there. And then this runs back that way. That's the one that went to the left that we have bypassed for now. And I think that I'll stick with the right hand rule, and we'll keep going this way. Bit of a mess back there, as you can see. Almost certainly a raise back there. Pretty funky mud and water. Whoa, slippery mud and water here. Oh man, all kinds of chambers back here, as you can see. Looks like we've got a collapsed stope right there. And a stope that is not collapsed here. Here's looking up into that stope. Alright, let's see what the rest of the stuff is. Another raise, obviously here. Bunch of equipment and debris piled back there. And that goes way up there to that stope we were just checking out. There's some really cool mineralization right next to this manway we were just checking out. Pretty cool. Oh man, it keeps going. So looks like we got another borehole here. Yep. That just drops down forever right there. And a little pocket right there. This looks like it had something heavy resting on it at one point. And I bet there's a stope back there. Yep, that runs up into the stope here. That section we just checked out is right there, and that borehole is right here. Next we got another stope right there, and let's just keeps going, wow. Got some wood piled up there. Obviously another raise here leading up to a stope up there. There's a look up into that stope. You're just looking up in the stope there. You got the same thing here. That goes up there. And I would imagine there's a whole series of them back here. Yeah, same thing here. Runs up in the stope there. And so we've got a bit of a net here. All kinds of something came down right here. I wonder if that was a false floor up in one of the stopes that came down from up there. Jeez. Okay, then right here is another raise leading up into a stope. I'm going to get over there and see if I can look up this. Yeah, as expected, this is a false floor that came down. You can see the other part of it up there, as well as more of the stope running up that way. There's a better view up that stope, and obviously it keeps running that way because all those raises ran up to connect to what is probably just one long, huge stope through this whole section. We just came from exploring that section of the mine. This is the way we came in, and you'll recall that there is this section off to the left that we have not checked out yet. This also ties into the area where we just were. And keeps going that way. Ah, that's a primitive chair. That's kind of cool. And drift runs off that way. Alright, it just runs back there and stops. So I believe we are finally done with this level of the mine.